Odin vs. Zeus, Battle of the All-Fathers. Hey there, mythology fans. Ever wondered what would happen if the Norse All-Father Odin went head-to-head with the Greek king of the gods, Zeus? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into an epic showdown between these two legendary figures. Who would come out on top in this clash of titans? Let's find out. The Norse All-Father, Odin. First up, let's get to know Odin, the chief honcho of Norse mythology. Odin isn't just any god, he's the ruler of the Aesir, the main pantheon of Norse deities. Odin is often depicted as a tall, wise figure with a long beard, wearing a cloak and a broad hat that shades his face. You might notice he's missing an eye. That's because he sacrificed it for a sip from the well of wisdom. Talk about commitment to knowledge. He's accompanied by his two trusty ravens, Hugin and Munin, whose names mean thought and memory. These feathery friends fly around the world, bringing Odin news of all that they see. Pretty handy, right? Odin's all about wisdom, war, and death, but also poetry and magic. He's a complex guy. He wields the Speargingnir, which never misses its mark. And let's not forget Sleipnir, his eight-legged horse that's the fastest steed in all the realms. In the grand tapestry of Norse myths, Odin plays a crucial role, especially when it comes to Ragnarok, the apocalyptic battle where the world meets its end. Spoiler alert. Odin knows his fate but charges into battle anyway. Brave or crazy, you decide. The Greek king of the gods, Zeus. Now, let's switch gears to Zeus, the top dog of Greek mythology. Zeus didn't just inherit his throne, he fought for it, leading a rebellion against the Titans, who were the old-school gods. Talk about a family feud. Zeus is usually shown as a strong, regal man with a hefty beard, often holding a lightning bolt, the ultimate symbol of his power. He's linked with the sky, thunder, and justice. And, fun fact, the eagle is his sacred animal, representing his might and authority. With control over the weather, Zeus could whip up a storm or clear the skies with a mere thought. He's immortal, immensely strong, and not someone you'd want to cross. His rule isn't just over the heavens but extends to influencing the affairs of both gods and mortals alike. Zeus is known for his decisive actions and, let's be honest, a bit of a temper. But he's also the mediator among the gods, ensuring that order is maintained on Mount Olympus. Head-to-head, comparing the deities. So, how do these two stack up against each other? Let's break it down. Domains of power. Odin rules over wisdom, war, death, poetry, and magic. He's a seeker of knowledge, even if it means personal sacrifice. Zeus, on the other hand, dominates the sky, thunder, and justice. He's the enforcer, maintaining order and wielding raw power. Weapons and artifacts. Odin's Gingnir, the spear that always hits its target, and Draupnir, a ring that multiplies itself every 9 nights. And we can't forget Sleipnir, his trusty 8-legged horse. Zeus wields the Master Thunderbolt, forged by the Cyclops, and carries the Aegis shield, often associated with protection and power. Allies and servants. Odin commands the Valkyries, warrior maidens who choose the slain worthy of Valhalla, and the Einherjar, elite warriors prepping for Ragnarok. Zeus has the support of the Olympian gods and commands mythical creatures like Pegasus. Both have some pretty impressive squads. Strengths and weaknesses. Alright, let's dig a bit deeper. Odin's strengths. Wisdom beyond measure. Odin sacrificed his eye for wisdom and hung himself on Yggdrasil, the world tree, for 9 days to learn the secrets of runes. That's dedication. Master of magic. He knows powerful spells, can shapeshift, and has prophetic visions. Strategist extraordinaire. Odin isn't just brawn, he's brains too. His foresight and tactical mind are legendary. Odin's weaknesses. Fated demise. Odin is aware of his prophesied death during Ragnarok, which can be a bit of a downer. Enigmatic nature. His mysterious ways can sometimes alienate allies. Zeus's strengths. Control over elements. Zeus's command over thunder and lightning is unmatched. Physical powerhouse. He's incredibly strong and nearly invincible in combat. King of the gods. His authority can rally others to his cause. Zeus's weaknesses. Quick temper. Zeus isn't known for patience. His anger can cloud his judgment. Personal flaws. His pride and numerous infidelities have caused more than a few problems. So, both have their pluses and minuses. It's shaping up to be quite the battle. The battlefield scenario. Let's set the scene. Imagine a mystical battlefield that's a blend of Asgard's majestic halls and Mount Olympus's towering peaks. Rolling thunderclouds meet shimmering northern lights, a neutral ground where both deities stand on equal footing. The clash begins. Odin, with his deep knowledge, arrives calmly, his ravens perched on his shoulders. Zeus descends with a crack of thunder, lightning bolt in hand, eyes blazing. So, the All-Father challenges me? Zeus smirks. Wisdom against might. Let us see which prevails, Odin replies with a glint in his one good eye. Strategies and tactics. Odin starts by weaving illusions, creating multiple images of himself to confuse Zeus. Meanwhile, Zeus calls down a barrage of lightning, attempting to strike all the Odins at once. But Odin anticipated this, using his runic magic to absorb and redirect some of the energy. Sneaky. Turning points. Zeus, frustrated, unleashes a storm of epic proportions, but Odin counters by conjuring a protective barrier with ancient spells. He sends Hugin and Munin to distract Zeus, pecking and diving. Zeus summons his eagle to engage the ravens, and the sky becomes a battleground of its own. Both deities then call upon their allies. Valkyries swoop in for Odin, while Zeus is joined by gods like Apollo and Athena. However, since we're focusing on a one-on-one, let's say they agree to send their allies back to keep it fair. Things are heating up, the final confrontation. Now, we're at the climax. Peak of the battle. Odin channels the full extent of his magical prowess, casting spells that warp reality. The ground beneath Zeus becomes a maze of illusions. But Zeus isn't easily fooled. He uses a massive thunderclap to dispel the enchantments. They charge at each other, Odin's Gungnir versus Zeus's lightning bolt. The clash creates a shockwave felt across the realms. Resolution. Scenarios time. Scenario 1. Odin's victory. Odin uses his wisdom to predict Zeus's moves, setting traps that drain Zeus's energy. He then binds Zeus with magical runes, forcing him to yield. Scenario 2. Zeus's victory. Zeus's sheer power overwhelms Odin's defenses. A final, almighty lightning strike shatters Gungnir, and Odin concedes, acknowledging Zeus's superiority in raw strength. In both cases, it's a close call. It could go either way depending on various factors. Verdict. Who would win? So, who takes the crown in this epic face-off? It's a tough one. Analysis. Odin's strengths lie in his wisdom, magic, and strategic mind. He's all about playing the long game. Zeus, however, brings the thunder, literally. His raw power and authority are nothing to sneeze at. If the battle hinges on strategy and cunning, Odin might edge out a win. But if it comes down to a slugfest of power, Zeus could very well dominate. Final decision. Drumroll, please. In my humble opinion, it's a tie. Yep, a cop-out, I know. But considering their contrasting strengths and weaknesses, and how different mythologies emphasize different traits, it's hard to pick a definitive winner. But hey, that's just one take on it. Audience engagement. What do you think? Does Odin outsmart Zeus, or does Zeus overpower Odin? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a friendly debate going. Legacy of the All-Fathers. Regardless of who wins, both Odin and Zeus have left enormous footprints in our world. Cultural impact of Odin. Odin has inspired countless characters in books, movies, and games. Think of Odin in Marvel's Thor series, portrayed by Anthony Hopkins, a wise ruler with a complex relationship with his sons. Odin's influence is also seen in games like God of War and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. His themes of sacrifice and wisdom resonate even today. Cultural impact of Zeus. Zeus is no stranger to the spotlight either. From Disney's animated Hercules to appearances in Clash of the Titans, he's often shown as the quintessential god figure, mighty and authoritative. The Olympic Games, inspired by ancient Greek traditions, echo his legacy. Comparative legacy. Both deities have shaped how we view mythology and storytelling. They represent ideals of leadership, power, and the complexities of authority. Their stories have been retold, reimagined, and revitalized across generations, showing that these ancient tales still have a place in our modern hearts. Well, there you have it, a deep dive into the epic hypothetical battle between Odin and Zeus. We've explored their origins, powers, strengths, weaknesses, and legacies. Whether you're Team Odin or Team Zeus, it's clear that both have fascinating stories that have stood the test of time. Final thoughts. Mythology offers a window into the cultures and values of ancient civilizations. By comparing figures like Odin and Zeus, we not only entertain what-if scenarios but also gain insights into human nature and storytelling. It's been a blast sharing this journey with you in our casual little chat. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, it really helps out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more mythological matchups and intriguing content. We've got tons more stories to explore together. Next video teaser. And guess what's coming next? We're pitting Thor against Hercules in another epic showdown you won't want to miss. Stay tuned. Follow us. In the meantime, follow us on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and more. Links are in the description below. Got suggestions or burning questions? Drop them in the comments or shoot us a message. We love hearing from you. Special thanks to all the amazing artists whose work brought these myths to life on screen. And, of course, a huge thank you to you, our awesome viewers, for your support and enthusiasm. This channel wouldn't be here without you. Until next time, keep exploring and keep imagining.